find this is a place where people are getting attracted to invest and set up their operation. For simple reason, people are very friendly. Second of all, it opens the gateway to Eastern Europe and Europe, and it gives us a very amicable environment to work and expand the footprint of innovation. So I am now based here to bring the innovation on AI, digital transformation, the blockchain, which will facilitate the investment across the public and private equity with the blockchain capability. So imagine that if we have the seamless investment and trade, what we have having in the US, everybody will be very, very comfortable. And that is the part of this summit, which will open up the discussion among all the people in the industry.
Well, to me, it looks like that, Cyprus has come a long way in last 10 years or so, and that's what is kind of creating interest amongst the investor community to have funds based in Cyprus. And it's not just for investments within Cyprus, but they are looking at Cyprus as a gateway to either investments into other European jurisdictions or maybe to upcoming economies, India, Southeast Asia, or even the Americas. So that's where I look at it. I see a lot of traction in the market, and I wish a very bright future to Cyprus.
Cyprus offers a number of benefits and characteristics, both in terms of taxation and regulation, that would allow tax and fund managers to come to Cyprus to set up their business. So not only the carried interest taxation, which is competitive to the likes of UK and Luxembourg, but also the double tax treaty network that we have, but also the tax benefits for their professionals that would potentially allow them even 50% tax deduction. I think all these characteristics combined will make a very good opportunity for these people to come to Cyprus and take advantage of our regulatory scheme, and hopefully help us grow the business even better, even more in the next few years.
Over the last few years, Cyprus is turning into a regional innovation hub, one that attracts talent with ambition, and therefore investment. So my one piece of advice would be for investors to look into what Cyprus has to offer in terms of startups and scale-ups that are looking to disrupt the game, bring game-changing innovations to the international markets from Cyprus. There's a lot happening on this island. You'll be amazed by how much is going on in terms of the breadth and span of innovative activity, and please have a look into what this country has and the opportunities that are here for you to explore, and use also our funding programs, the national funding programs that mix public with private money from investors to de-risk investments into high growth startups and scale-ups.
This is the 11th Fund Summit, and this says a lot for Cyprus. We keep showing our presence out there, and it's important to note that Cyprus is here to stay as a fund jurisdiction. This is a great opportunity for market participants and foreign fund initiators and fund managers to understand what Cyprus has to offer as a potential jurisdiction of choice for establishing their fund structure, to get a better insight on the trends of the country and how can Cyprus be their choice for setting up and operating from here.
Cyprus is at the crossroad of Europe, Africa and the Middle East. It's part of the European Union. It has a very good legal framework and regulatory framework. It has very good professionals, including accountants, lawyers, consultants, advisors, asset managers, bankers. So it has nothing to, let's say, envy from other jurisdictions. And since it has this strategic location, there is a lot of opportunities, especially from emerging economies like the Middle East, and we've seen some moves being done with the countries of the Gulf, India and Greece as well. So Cyprus is uniquely positioned to combine all these, let's say, opportunities and provide top value to anyone interested to look into the funds industry in Cyprus.
This is a great event. In its 11th year, the International Funds Summit. Congratulations to IMH for bringing us together again. Of course, it means a lot for international investors. As a jurisdiction, Cyprus has to offer a lot to international investors who are looking for a prominent jurisdiction of the European Union to get services, to set up their funds. We offer a full ecosystem for fund administration, fund management, banking. So in order to convey this message to the people who may be interested in obtaining services from this ecosystem, we need events such as this. I'm here to participate on the India-related panel of this year's conference, and India is a prime example of such a market that we can look further into. Eurobank is leading the way towards the Indian market by opening a representative office in the next month or so. So we'll be physically present on Indian ground, and the purpose of this representative office is actually this: to facilitate institutional investors from India, family offices, corporations who are looking for a gateway to the European Union. So we are offering access to this ecosystem, and at the same time we are offering our services as a banking institution of trust for such clients.